know that the census is due this year on April 1st? And guess what? This time we can finally count as Caribbean. This year, all you have to do is 1. Check the race box, and 2. Write in your country of birth or ancestry. You can answer by the paper form, online, or by phone. Everybody counts in Census 2020. So count as Caribbean. Yes, we count.
Yeah. You gotta be firm in this time, son. You gotta be strong in this time, son. I'm a survivor. I will survive.
Hey, ride along. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to Monday on the ride. Yeah, man. Welcome to Monday on the ride, guys. Share the thing. Deanne Fraser, how you doing? Judith, how you doing? Lydia Joseph, Grenada Sunshine. I see all of you. I see everybody. Guys, as you come and go ahead and share the thing and say I share. You know how we do it, right? Share the thing, put it on your page and say I share. And when you say I share, bam, I put you up on the screen so I know that you're sharing. You know they say sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Yes. Let me obey my own words. Sharing is caring. So let me share as well. Let me share the thing as well. Share. Watch party over there. I see Shalani, Ned. Big up yourself, Shalani, Ned. Mary C, how you doing? Big up yourself, guys. Say I share. That's what I want to see on the screen. I share. Share it and say I share. Share it and say I share. Donna Felix, big up yourself. Share it and say I share. Share it and say I share. That's the key word right now. That is the key word. I share. Deanne Fraser, I'm on. Okay, Amina, big up yourself. How you doing? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. Let me see. Stephanie Lessey, big up yourself, Stephanie Lessey. A big virtual hug for you, Stephanie Lessey, because you share. That's what I'm talking about. Leisha, yeah, how you doing? Leisha Campbell Ramdeen, thank you so much for sharing. Sharing is caring. And this story here tonight, right? This story here tonight, you guys absolutely have to share, because when we do these programs, it's a humanitarian act. It's a humanitarian act. We are trying to do something here to help someone that has been questioning and seeking assistance for years. So your share would be seen as a humanitarian act. All right. Lydia James, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much, Lydia James. I see you. I share. Lydia Joseph, sorry. Thank you so much. I share. Daniel Felix, thank you so much for sharing. Sharing is caring. All your share of the thing. Miss Buff John, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for caring. As I told you guys that the program today, our quest today is to help this young lady answer a very important question, right? And I think as we've done before, with your help, we're gonna get some answers. But we only could do it with your help. We only could do it with your share. All right. That's why it's important. I know it's Memorial Day in New York. I know a lot of people out there. I know a lot of you guys are barbecuing or whatever, spending time with the family. But no, I want you all to stop for a second and come inside here and share. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Happy Memorial Day to you, Amina A Thomas. Happy Memorial Day to you. Thank you so much. Peter Joseph, I share. Thank you so much for sharing. And when you share, invite someone else to share as well. Deanne Winters Fun Day. Big hug for you. Big hug for you, Miss Deanne Winter Fun Day. Big up yourself. Thank you so much. Who else we have? Tassie Pascal. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Selector Vibes, my homeboy Selector Vibes down there in Grenada. Thank you so much, Selector Vibes. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring. Hosten. hosting. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for caring. I really appreciate you guys. Now let me preface the program here by saying this, right? And it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. Programs like this I love the most, right? Because it brings out the gratitude in the world. When now everything is happening, when everything is going on, and I know there's a lot of things that you guys could be doing at this moment. As I said, it's a holiday here in the New York, in the U.S. area. In the U.S., people are spending time with their family. People are barbecuing. But I wanted to do the show today because it's something that I saw earlier today, and it really touched my heart. And I really think that no one should go through life, especially an extended period of their life, without knowing some basic things. One, because I lived my entire life knowing who my father is. I spent time with him. I know why I have that crack in my forehead like this, because my father has that's something I picked up from him. And I know certain behaviors that I have is because of my father, because I've been with him. I understand that. But there's a lot of people that never got the opportunity to learn or know who their father is, or who their parents are, right? So I saw the video today. It was from a Choice TV interview that my guest did over there, and said Lucia and her quest is to find her biological father. And I decided to bring on the program today because I think that we've done something like this before, and I think we could do it again. I really believe we could do it again, but again, with your help. So, guys, help me to welcome on the program Miss Zoraida Williams. Am I getting it right? Hey, Zoraida, how are you doing? I'm not hearing you. Are you hearing me? Nah, I'm not hearing you. Your audio just cut out. Audio just cut out. So let me try to see. Let me see. Zoraida, try going back out and come back in and see if that would help. All right. Try going back out and come back in. All right. Yes. Yeah, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So Zoraida's story touched me because, as I said, I knew who my father was. He died a few years ago, but everything, so much things that I do, even now, the way how I laugh, the way how I speak sometimes, is because of my father. And it was important that I grew up with him, and I learned certain things. I learned about myself, a lot about myself from my father. But Zoraida didn't have that opportunity. And today we're going to really try to see if we could find the answers. We're going to use all the social media power that we have, and try to see if we could find the answers to find out where is Zoraida's father. All right. As soon as she come back in. So, guys, again, as we get Zoraida in, I want you guys to share this program for me. No audio. No audio. Yeah, she's coming back in. She's coming back in. We're gonna fix that up. We're gonna fix that up. We're gonna fix that audio thing up. Let me see. Zoraida, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Wow. But probably you're not muted. You're not muted. I was hearing you earlier. I'm not hearing you now. Try speaking again. Nah, I'm not hearing. I'm not hearing anything. So tell you what, just close the link. Close the link and just start it all over again, like I did the first time. We'll come back in and we'll talk. All right? All right, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Trust me, we'll figure it out. So the story, I don't want to preempt it, I don't want to preempt it because it is a touching one. I remember sometime last year, right? A mother came on the program, and her quest was to find her son, right? And her son happened to be someone that we found all the way in Africa. And we did find him, and we brought him on the program, and we were able to connect them, right? And after doing that, I felt like, that made my whole entire year. And for the people who assisted us in finding that young lady, that young man, all the way in Africa. All the leads that we got on that story, they reunited. I had to check up and see what they're doing now. But the fact is that we use the power that we have and we reunited them. I remember a story as well where a mother was trying to find her baby father, and she came on, and we used that power again to reconnect them, right? So it worked. I want to do the same thing today. I want to use the same kind of energy to see if we could do the same thing here today. As soon as we get Zoraida back, we'll reconnect. So, Zoraida, are you there? Oh wow, I ain't hearing you at all. That's funny because we was speaking earlier and everything was fine. Uh, hold on. Your audio is up. Your audio is up, and everything is good, except I'm not hearing you at all. All right, Zoraida, here's what I want you to do. If this one don't work, I don't know. Restart your phone and reconnect. How about that? All right. All right, cool, no problem.
You gotta be firm in this
All right, guys. So
time,
listen,
son.
we're gonna do that. We'll reconnect with her. She's gonna restart her phone,
In this time, son.
and
Survivor.
stuff happens. What can I say? Should she turn up the volume? No. It's not the volume. It's something with the connection, because we were speaking prior. We were speaking prior to she coming on. We was having a good conversation before she came on. It was going good. But stuff happens. Stuff happens, right? So let me tell all you something. Let me give you guys some update as to what's happening in the news. Earlier today, at about I think 4 o'clock, the Ministry of Health, they had the press conference today, and they were saying that there were one person that was infected or came in. One person that came in from the cruise ship. One person was COVID-19 positive. Out of the numbers that came in, that one person was COVID positive. And that person, as everybody else that came in, that person is in quarantine and is isolation. At this time, they're reassuring that it doesn't pose any threat to the wider population at this time because they're in quarantine, right? And I think it's reassuring. Now, what I was saying this weekend, and we had this little talk before we get Zoraida in here. The governments of the Caribbean, Trinidad, Grenada, and the Caribbean islands have been handling this COVID-19 thing so damn well. So well. You know what I mean? Like Trinidad, as we saw in the news sometime this week, Trinidad has zero. Trinidad has actually reversed the COVID-19 trend. So they are at zero right now. So they have an opportunity to go back now, open up slowly, and just slowly turn that knob open and monitor and trace everything. So kudos to the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Kudos to the health ministry around the Caribbean, because they are handling this COVID-19 thing a lot better than a lot of countries, a lot of big countries. And like in the US, the US is about to hit 600,000 deaths, right? 600,000 deaths. We'll continue that conversation again. Let me see if I can get Loretta's audio back
Are you
up.
hearing me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Thank you so much.
All right.
So,
So
sometimes your phone just need a good little restart.
I think that's what it needed.
Yeah. Or sometimes you need a good little slap sometimes to something. When my phone giving problem, I turn it on, I'll give it a nice little slap. You know, I learned that.
Right. So next,
Yeah, you have options. So Zoraida, welcome to the ride. How are you doing today? How are you doing today?
I'm good. I am wonderful. And let me say thank you for allowing me on the show this evening. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm very happy to know that there are people who are tuned in and are willing to listen to my story. So thank you so very much.
Yeah. Well, listen, as I was telling you, when I first saw the video today, I think it took me 5 minutes to say, you know what, I have to connect with this lady because I know what we've done before, and I know that we could help. And we we don't stop at an opportunity like this to be a part of assisting someone. So we're happy that you are here to share your story with us, right? So before we get to the big elephant and find out why it took 40 years to start looking for your father, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Zoraida Williams. I'm married. I have 4 children. I I'm a very serious person. I'm very serious about life. I do not take anything for granted, and
Right,
I'm a very family oriented person. Hence the reason why I have that need to find my father.
right. Okay. And you know, it's been 40 years. It's been 40 plus years, right? And when I posted the flyer earlier, the first question a lot of people are asking, like, why did it take her 40 plus years to start a quest in finding her father? What is so important about the present that made you want to move forward in searching for your dad?
Okay, well, let me just clear up the air here. Um, I have been searching for my father for years. It is not just because I'm 40 now. Like we say in local terms, from the time I knew myself and I
Right.
got the story from my mother, I've been searching for him. I've tried Facebook. I've looked through St. Lucia phone books. Anybody that I know that is from St. Lucia or Guyana, I always ask for a directory. So
Hmm.
it's not, I'm not just looking for my father. It seems like that because I have just gone public with it. So some people may
Right.
why no, but it's not enough. I've been looking for my father for years.
Right. Tell us a story.
And
No, finish your thought. Finish
okay,
your thought.
so my mother, yeah, no, I said I wanted to say that it is something that needs to be filled, you know. I don't want to die not knowing who my father is. In other words, you know what I mean? I just want to be able to know this is my father. Like I used to say to my mother, if she can just show him to me from across the street and I could just see him and say to myself, well, so that's him. I give him a good look to make sure I have some of his features. I'll be fine with that. But there's a yearning, a yearning in me that something that needs to be filled. And over the years, when I've been trying and I've been failing at finding him, there are times when I just thought, you know what, whatever, I can't be bothered with that now. And
Hmm.
so years would pass, and then I would start again. So it has always been an ongoing something.
Right. What is the story, Zoraida? What story did you hear? Did your father leave at an early age, and why is he not, or why were he not present in your life?
Okay, well, to begin with, my mother, that's a story she gave to me. She back then we had they had what they called a pen friend. She had a pen friend,
Uh-huh.
and that friend invited her to St. Lucia for a trip.
Right.
To St. Lucia, and she had liked it, and she stayed longer than usual. So within that time, she met my father, who she said was very, very nice, who swept her off her feet pretty much.
Right.
And so she stayed in St. Lucia longer than. Well, they did build a relationship. It was a very serious relationship. At
Hmm.
the time, she would have been 21 and he was 29. So it's not as if she went to St. Lucia and just saw this man and, got pregnant and don't know who her child father is.
Right.
My mother to this day is a very, very decent woman. And so she had a relationship with him. She said that he introduced her to his family. She said he was a gentleman. And I mean, come on, let's be serious. If a man takes you home to his family, he must be very serious about you.
Hmm.
And so they had this nice relationship, she said, going along. And somewhere along in the story, she realized that he was a married man. Well, I'm sure they had their beef over that.
Right.
And so she decided that she was going to return to Grenada. Within that time, she found out that she was pregnant. And she did tell him that she was pregnant. He did not want her to come back to Grenada.
Mm-hmm.
So she said he explained the story with his wife. He said that they were going to get divorced. Typical married men story. So we don't know really and truly if he got divorced. But she said at the time she believed the story and she decided that she was going to stay afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But she had a son back in Grenada. And so she had asked him, well then if you're serious about me and you want us to have a family here, she had asked him to take up my son then so that he can live with us.
Right.
And he said that he refused. And so she said, at that time, she said to herself, well, I am not going to leave my child in Grenada and abandon my son and live in St. Lucia with a man that is married.
Mm-hmm.
So she decided to come back. He was quite aware that she was pregnant. He was against her coming back. When she came back, though, she had the baby. She said she wrote to him and she told him, well, she had the baby. She gave him the date, where I was born, I look like him, and everything. And she said he never responded. And back then, if people don't get the letters would have come back.
Right.
So the letters it did not come back, which meant that someone got it. So we're not sure as to who got the letter, but he never responded. And so time went by. She moved around. She left the countryside because she was from St. Patrick's. So
Mm-hmm.
she left the country and moved to town. Because at the time, my brother would have been living in town, in
Right.
St. George. So she moved here, down to town. And she said her grandmother told her a story about a man who came in such urgency. He was saying he had to find her. He had to find her. I guess as much he probably found out information about her, and so he knew where she was living. Came to the grandma, said he had to find her. He was leaving the country in 2 days. So my grandmother tried her best to locate her, but at the time, not much people had telephones, and so she did not get in contact with her. But when she went back to the country, and the grandma described the person who came to look for her, she said that was my father. The description was my father. And then there was another occasion with the same sort of story again, where he came looking again and can't find my mom again. And he left the country again. And it was the same description. And she keeps saying to me, that was my father. Now, after Hurricane Ivan, um, my brother told me a story where a man came to River Road. He would have known my brother and he would have known my brother's name. So he came to River Road and was asking for my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And so my brother was wondering, well, who is this man asking for him? So he told the person, okay, well, tell this man I will meet him down the road. So later on the next day he went. He said he did see the man. And the man approached him in such a way that he got upset.
Right.
So he called him by his name. And he said to him, hi, Kwame, I am your longtime stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
The one that broke your father. So
Mm-hmm.
my brother got upset and he just stormed out. So when we gave my mom the story, she was quite upset about it, because she said she met him about a year and some after, you know. So when my brother told me the story, because it's something I'm always talking about. And he said to me, but you know what, coming to think of it, that could have been your father. And he was kind of bummed out because he said, oh my, I should have at least, spoken to him. Maybe he wanted some information or something. And he left, and the description again was the same person. So I am not sure if what he was here actually, he came at a construction company from St. Lucia.
Right.
I'm not really sure of the name of the construction company, but he came to fix the CSA building right across from National College there.
Yeah.
So with all of that, it seems as though this man is looking for, I don't know if it's me or my mother. because she left pregnant. Now, to give him the benefit of the doubt, he probably wondering, well, if the pregnancy was aborted, because he wouldn't know
He would
if
know.
she lost me. You know, I so sometimes sometimes the wife could have gotten the letter. We don't know.
Right.
So that's why I'm not holding any animosity or so towards him. You know, I believe everybody has a story. So it'd be nice to hear his story.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, yeah, pretty much it.
So let's see what we know so far, right? Because in trying to find out who he is, we have to understand what you know or what is known about this person at this time. Do you have any pictures? Have you seen anything at all that could describe this person? Not at
I
all.
have never seen the man. I don't know if I'm passing him on the street. You probably could be. You're sure you're not Patrick? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I have never seen him. Maybe if I had a picture, because people who contacted me, they're asking for a picture, and I'm saying, I don't have a picture. I don't know him. I have never seen the man. You know, I don't know him. I have nothing to show. All I have is my story. That's all.
So your mom, um, did she kept anything from about him? Okay, okay. I know where we could start. I know where we could start. Nationality. Where is he from? Where is he from?
Okay, so he was born in Guyana,
Uh huh.
and he took up citizenship in St. Lucia,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Back then he was 29,
Okay.
and my mother was 21. And she said at the time he lived in a place called Goodlands in St. Lucia.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So yeah, and his name is Patrick David.
Patrick David. Patrick David. All right. So, um, what are some of his features? What your mom told you, what you heard about him, what your brother told you. Any specific identifying features that you could tell us?
Well, he's a she said he's a tall man. I'm quite
Uh-huh.
short. So she said he was he's very tall. He's very dark.
Hmm.
And she said at the time he looked like people you could use in a door for a bouncer in a party.
Oh, like thick and tough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I guess
Okay.
he's
We
he's
getting
a bit
somewhere. We
stocky.
getting somewhere. We getting somewhere.
I guess he's a bit stocky.
Right.
He's tall and he's very, very dark. My mother is an Indian woman and my mother is like a white woman. So if you see my mother, you wouldn't think that's my mother. So I know my skin color and so I've gotten it from him.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so he's quite dark, he's tall, he's stocky. I mean, his years, we don't know if he's smaller now. I don't know,
Right. Right.
you know. Uh, she also said he had a son back then whose name was Sean. Sean. So I guess it would have been Sean David.
Hmm.
And his wife name was Maureen.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's work with him because I mean I don't want to go into the extended family part of it. Let's work on him because I think that we have a name. Um, so we have a start. What is his association to Guyana? What is his association to Guyana again?
He was born there.
Oh, he was born in Guyana,
Yeah.
right? And took up residency in Saint Lucia. He lived there for a while.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So he became of St. Lucia.
Right. Okay. So we getting someplace, right? We're getting someplace. I'll tell you this. The last time we had the story where the mother was looking for her son, we found him in Africa. So
Wow.
we have a good track record. So here guys, I want the investigators, the ride along investigators, to start working on this. So we have a name. His name is Patrick David. He has two first names. well, we can't go by his size because we don't know if he got bigger or smaller. We don't know, right? He's a Guyanese, took up residency in St. Lucia. And we don't know if he's in any one of these places. We don't even know if he's in Grenada, or we don't know where he is. So anyone that have any information relating to a person named Mr. David,
David.
Patrick David, start searching through your social media, wherever you search, and please, if you have any contact, anything, please get it into us, right? Are we okay, I had a call coming in. Yes. So tell us about the things that you growing up and going through high school and going through that early stage in your life. How did you cope with not having that fatherly figure there with you? How did it change your life?
Well, growing up without my biological father was something that was always there. I had a stepfather who was quite nice to me,
Right,
so he sort of filled that void a bit, not fully, because at the end of the day, I still knew that wasn't my real father.
right.
So it was on the back of my mind, to find him either way. I always wanted to know. Um, because I've never met my dad, there's a positive to it because growing up, I never wanted to be wild, and
Mhm.
I never wanted to have children um, with just any and anybody.
Right.
You know, it helped me to grow into a wonderful woman, a wonderful mother, and a wonderful wife. Because I would like to know who my children's father is.
Hmm.
So it make a lot of firm choices and serious choices in life because I would not want my children. I have 4 children.
Right.
I would not have wanted my children to not know who their dad is.
You there?
Being married now, it has to work on your marriage when turbulent times come because you do not want to take away that from your children.
Hmm.
So there may be some negative to it, but I think there are a lot more positive to it because of that whole situation. I am a very well-rounded young lady,
Hmm.
and it's because of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a call earlier when I was on my other phone. I tried to answer it, and it cut off before I answered it. So I'll go back and call a little bit later. But I want anybody that have any information, or if you are trying to call me back. The number that you could call is this number right here. I'm gonna put it back up on the screen. 718-701-5720. Sorry, that's not the information. It's 718-701-5720. We're looking for a person named Mr. Patrick David. So if anyone have information, please call us up or inbox me on air or off air. That we're looking. All right. The number that you could call right now is 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. Let me check my phone and see what call I was getting there, and we'll be right back. Guys, we'll move. We'll be back.
Hey, did you know that the census is due this year on April 1st? And guess what? This time we can finally count as Caribbean. This year, all you have to do is 1. Check the race box, and 2. Write in your country of birth or ancestry. You can answer by the paper form, online, or by phone. Everybody counts in Census 2020. So count as Caribbean. Yes, we count.
Hey, welcome back, guys. We're live here chatting with Zoraida Williams. Her story is simple and very relatable. She is in her 40s and she don't know who her biological father is. She have been looking. It's not as something that she just started. It's something that it's an ongoing process. She's been searching for her father for as long as she knows herself. And at this point, she has been unsuccessful. the person name that we're looking for is Mr. Uh, Patrick David. Has association to, he was born in Guyana. He has association with St. Lucia. So if anyone has anyone that they know or friend who knows somebody by the name of Patrick David, I want you guys to give us a call or inbox us. All right. All right. All right. All right. Um, tell us about Zoraida. Tell us about your kids and what are they trying? Have they tried to ask or try to find out about their grandfather, and how, when that conversation come up, how do you mitigate that conversation as it relates to the grandfather?
Uh, they've gotten used to it. There is no grandfather.
Yeah.
It happens. Mommy's story is not the first, and it's not going to be the last. So they don't ask about him, and we don't talk much in terms of that, really.
Right, right, right. And your mother, I mean, she's still alive, right?
Yeah, she is.
Right. She's still alive. And I mean, do people really understand the when you tell them that this is important to you? Because some people see it as a joke. They'll be like, okay, well, you're 40, you don't need a father no more. You are a grown woman. Why you need that person in your life? Again, what do you have to say to people that come at you and tell you, well, just move on, just forget about it, just move on with your life?
Yeah, well, it for people who say that, I really feel sorry for them, because it doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, whether you're 60, you're 5, you're 80, it doesn't matter. It is my right to know who my father is, and wanting to know my father doesn't mean that maybe I want something. It is a void that needs to be filled. It is a desire that I have. It's a burning desire. So it doesn't matter what age I am, really. You know, I mean, also, I know absolutely nothing about that side. Now I have children. I have a son who is an excellent athlete, the next up and coming star in Grenada. He might just travel and marry some relative of his on my father's side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need to know my medical history. I don't know what I should look out for. I don't know. You go to the doctor, they ask you, what are the issues on your father's side, and you don't know. It's quite embarrassing.
Yeah.
So it is my right. I tell people it is my right to know my father. It doesn't matter what age I am. That is the man that created me. So of course I would want to know who he is.
Yeah. Yeah. And if he's watching, and hopefully someone know him or know of him or could have some contact to somebody that's close to him. If he's watching and able to see you right now, what would you like to say to him?
Well, I would like to say that to him that he has a wonderful daughter. He has really, really wonderful grandchildren. He has a daughter who don't know him, but would like to get to know him, to share all the wonderful things about growing up. Um, I just want to see him. I have no animosity towards him. I am not holding on to any feelings or anything like that. I would just like to meet him. I'd like to have him get to know my children, my husband. Go somewhere with him, just have a drink. Have a chat, laugh. I mean, is that so wrong?
Right. And you said something there that I think that for a lot of people, um, they would have some sense of animosity as to why you left me, why, and you don't have that. You don't have that
No, I don't.
animosity. You don't have anything that you're holding against him.
No, I don't. And one of the reasons too, my mom never said a bad word about him.
Uh-huh.
She whenever she talks about him, she always said, "Your father was a very, very nice man." She said he treated her like a queen. The only father that he was a married man,
Mhm.
and that is what caused the problem in the relationship. She always said he's a very good cook. He used to love to cook for her. He used to love to take her out. So she has never said anything bad about him. Maybe if she had said something bad, maybe I might have had grudges. So I know he did not treat my mother bad. And considering the circumstances, um, I cannot have any ill feelings towards the poor man. Sometimes the man don't even know if I'm alive.
Mhm.
So I don't have time to hold grudges and so.
Yeah, guys, if you just started to watch, this is an appeal. This is one of those shows that we reach out and we appeal to you for assistance. Again, Zoraida, she is from Grenada. She is in Grenada right now. Her father, she had never met the man. She never met the man. And she's looking out right now. Somebody's calling me, but I know it's not him, and I actually know the number that's calling me now. I didn't know the last one, so I
It
mean,
could be him.
I'm gonna call back. I'm gonna call back, but I know who's calling me now. So she
I
she never met her father, but it's important to her. So we're trying to do whatever we can at this point to find out if anyone have information that could help Zoraida connect with her father. His name is Peter David, born in Guyana, and lived in St. Lucia for quite a period of time. All right, he might be a stocky, dark-skinned man. And if anyone have any information, guys, search your social media. Please connect with us. Please connect with Zoraida and provide us with that information. Zoraida, what other information you want to get out there? Because I know there's some information you don't want to get out there, which is not necessary right now. What information do you want to get out there for people who are gonna help us on this search?
for people are gonna who? What's the question?
For people who are going to be helping us, or we call it the riders investigators, they're going to be searching, helping search us. What other information could you give us? Could you give them so they could help and start the search?
Okay. Would I be able to mention his? Is it? Am I allowed to mention the name of his sisters?
Um, I don't know if we want to get into extended families because I don't know what kind of problems that might create. But any other information you want to get out there that would be valuable for anyone for us that to help in the search.
Well, my mom said back then he had worked at an oil refinery factory in Castries. And after Hurricane Ivan, he came here with a construction company from St. Lucia. So maybe finding out the construction company and probably tracing it. I guess by now too he may have retired because it's been years ago. So maybe that would be a good way to start. And that's pretty much it. I think I've said that all of the basic stuff really.
Good. All right. Listen. We are gonna start and we are gonna help. As I told you earlier, I feel pretty good about this. I feel pretty good about success in finding some information. I've already I already start getting inbox messages of I don't know what it is right now. I'm already getting some messages, and I really thank you for your
I'm not
strength.
hearing you.
Oh, you're not hearing me? You're not hearing me? Okay, probably it messing up again. But stand by. Yeah, I thank Zoraida for her strength. Right, um, coming forward, we posted a story, and there has been a lot of negativity. Right, already people wanting to find out why is it now, all this negativity. But this is not the time for it. This is not the time for it, and it's never the time for it really. But especially now, is not the time for that. Here's what we could utilize our time for right now to try to find out if we have this person.
Junior, I'm not hearing you at all.
If we know anyone that has contact with this person, and contact us so we could get that information up to Zoraida. Again, the person name is Patrick David, Guyanese, Vincent St. Lucia. He lived in St. Lucia for quite a bit. Her mother is from Grenada. All right, so guys, that's all the information we're gonna have for you now. I think she's getting some problem with her internet there again. Zoraida, are you able to hear me now? Are you able to hear me? Zoraida, are you able to hear me? You're not able to hear me.
I'm not hearing you.
Okay, she's not able to hear me. That's okay. That's okay, Zoraida. That's okay. No problem. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing, and let us do whatever we could do in our powers to assist Zoraida at this time. This is an abbreviated holiday version program. Guys, go back to your regularly scheduled program. Go back and eating that chicken, barbecuing that chicken. Remember, maintain your social distancing at the same time, all right? If anybody have information and want to share it with us, please inbox Ridealong, inbox me personally, and we're going to get that information over to Zoraida. Again, thank you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Ridealong Live continues. Bye-bye, guys.
Nobody can change my energy. Nobody control me. Stick. I will not let down negativity. Nobody can hold me. Nobody can.
Hey, did you know that the census is due this year on April 1st? And guess what? This time we can finally count as Caribbean. This year, all you have to do is 1. Check the race box, and 2. Write in your country of birth or ancestry. You can answer by the paper form, online, or by phone. Everybody counts in Census 2020. So count as Caribbean. Yes, we count.